Hello, my friends. This is the ASMR Nerd, and today I'm playing something very different than the norm on this channel. We are not in Skyrim right now, as you may have noticed. We are in the English countryside, and I am playing Forza Horizon 4. This is an open world racing game, and it released on October 2nd, which will be a few days ago by the time this video comes out, but I'm actually recording this before the game is out. I'm playing the demo version right now because I'm on vacation when you're watching this, so this is pre-recorded. But anyway, this is the first Forza game I have ever played in any form. And the little bit that I've done so far, I have to say, has been really fun. Obviously, I'm playing on PC here, and I've actually got. Oh, sorry for the terrible gear grinding noise. It just makes that sound every once in a while. I don't know why, especially when I switch camera views. But what I wanted to show you was I've got my Logitech G25 steering wheel hooked up. So I'm moving my wheel right now. You might even be able to hear it grinding a little bit. That's the force feedback and resistance. And that correlates to my motions here in the game. I've also got an H shifter, and I'm playing in full manual mode here. So I'm using a clutch and my H shifter, and then I've also got my acceleration and brake pedals. So the plan for today is to take a nice, relaxed drive through the British countryside. And the map in this demo, let's take a quick look. It seems pretty extensive, actually. There's quite a bit to see, and I think all these roads are accessible in the demo. You start here in this Horizon Festival site, and then the game wants me to go to a couple of events nearby, which are the first events in the game, really, but I'd rather just go for a relaxing cruise with you guys. That's the plan. So I was thinking we could head down this road here, along, and maybe out through this village here or something. I think this is a village. And up along the lakeside. I don't know. There's a lot. There's the seaside. Maybe we can get over there. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Just gonna do what seems fun. I am currently driving an Audi TT, the S model, TTS, which is just one of the starter cars, one of the 3 that you can pick from at the start of the demo. But I think it should be nice for a drive. So we're starting here just on this little gravel road in the countryside, and eventually we'll hook up to some more proper paved roads. But the car's a little dusty, as you can see, because I had to drive to get here, and the dust on the gravel roads made it a little dirty. So apologies for that. But there's that terrible sound again. The graphics in this game are just phenomenal so far. I've been really impressed. But anyway, let's get going here. And I'll try and keep it slow. Try and keep it pretty chill. That clicking you're hearing is my H shifter. And of course we get the gravel sounds as we cruise down the road here, which is kind of nice. This is a bit of a steep hill. I'm going to try and keep things relaxed, although I must say I'm still getting used to the handling with the wheel in this game. So if I accidentally go careening off the road, please do forgive me. Also, there's a lot of other fairly aggressive cars cruising around here. Like that one. And they're all kind of racing. I don't think they're real people. I think they're just AI people. But I'm not even really sure. So, hopefully, they don't impinge upon our enjoyment too much. Hopefully they're reasonably quiet. I've tried to turn off all kinds of things that I thought would be distracting, like the radio, obviously. And, all kinds of HUD elements. Oh, the other thing is, because we're in England, I have to drive on the left side of the road, which I am not used to at all. So if I accidentally drift over to the right, again, please forgive me. Hopefully we can avoid any head-on collisions. Now, what has become of this fellow here? Look at... There's somebody that's just, right off the road here. Okay. Terrible noise again. There's parked there. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's a real person. Maybe they just parked themselves there. Mysteries. Anyway, let's keep cruising. I think we're gonna get off this gravel road soon. As pleasant as the gravel sounds are, it is a bit dusty, isn't it? Alright, let's go left up here. Let's hope that's the right choice. There is, of course, an in-game map that you can have on the HUD, but I've turned that off because I found it a little bit distracting. Well, that's a nice view. Look at that. That's that big lake we saw on the map. Oh, there's like a house up here too. Do you want to head on? Maybe we can just cruise up the driveway here. I don't know. Let's see. I'm riding my clutch there a little bit. Still just getting used to all the controls here. The way it uses my wheel. Oh, this is very pretty. It looks like a little restaurant. This is not the way this game is intended to be played, but that's what I do, right? I take games that are... Oh, let's... I think I can reverse here. And apologies if the wheel spinning is a little loud, or if the shifter is a little loud. I might have just knocked over a fence. That's my bee. I just wanted to look at this. It's a pretty little house. Restaurant or something. Yeah, look at there's little tables over there. It's too bad we can't get out of the car. Could have a nice meal. Alright, let's, oh, I guess I should, reverse here. And let's carry on. I'm trying to do everything very slowly, although apparently I'm sitting on that clutch and revving hard in first gear. I'm trying to make the controller noises not too loud. Although I do like the clicking of the 8 shifter there. Hopefully you do too. Also try not to crank on the wheel too hard, because then you'll hear my creaky table. Silence. Or at least quietness as we... get back onto paved roads. I don't know if our car ever gets less dirty. Maybe once we've been off the gravel roads for a little while. We'll have to find out. Gorgeous countryside in this game, though. Just beautiful. I'm really impressed with it so far. I'm just riding my brake down this hill a little bit because I want to keep it slow for you. And it's not like my brakes are going to burn out in this game. Why do we hang a left here? Oh, look at this. A British phone box on the right there. This is a charming looking little village, isn't it? Oh, oops, this is the wrong side of the road. Takes some getting used to. I have been to Great Britain, but I've not driven there. Ambleside. Welcome to Ambleside. Now I should check there, shoulder check, to make sure no one's coming in from the right, because I believe I have the yield there, but that requires the mouse to move the camera, and that's a little tricky to shift and steer and look with the mouse at the same time. So, see, that guy didn't even, he should have yielded to me. What a jerk. Yeah, well. Isha's Taxis. Where do we want to go? Let's take a look. Let's just take a look at the map here. Okay, so we're kind of taking the long road here around, but that's okay. We don't really want to go this way though, so I'm going to hang a sharp right here. See if we can head this way. Because I don't really want to come down to Tarn House. As pretty as I'm sure it is, I'd rather head up this way to whatever this lake is. I don't know. Okay, so I think we want to go like so. And we'll brake. And we'll downshift here. And I think we're going back on a gravel road for a moment. Oh, that was close. I almost clipped our back end. It looks like our car did get cleaned up a little bit once we got off the gravel. It's gonna get all messy again now. So as I mentioned, this is my first ever Forza game. And so far, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna ford the river here. Alright, let's go for it. Who needs to worry about taking supercars into rivers? There we go. Well, not that this is a supercar, but sports cars. You can, of course, get much higher performance cars later in the game. Okay, I think we want to go with... No, actually, let's just check our map. Oh no, good. I almost went the wrong way. We want to hang a left here. Ooh, hey buddies. Oh, wrong side of the road again. Yeah, I have played racing games in past. I have this wheel and shifter, actually, for Euro Truck Simulator, which is not a racing game, really, not in the least, but Euro Truck Simulator 2, I should specify. But it is a fun game. I like it a lot. And that's why I picked this up. I picked up this wheel and shifter used. Oh, that looked like a fancy Porsche there. Maybe. Could be totally wrong about that. Gosh, everyone around here's in such a hurry. But I've played racing games for many years, mostly the Need for Speed series. I think we want to go this way. This is a cute little town. We'll get to the lake eventually. It feels so wrong for me to... Oh, hello. Whoa, guys. Just chill. Just chill. Looked like a Lotus and an Alfa Romeo back there. That thing I thought was a Porsche probably wasn't a Porsche at all. I think that was a Honda S2000 that just blasted past us. Yeah, I played a lot of the Need for Speed games way back in the day. Like, my favorite Need for Speeds were like 2, 3, 4, and Porsche Unleashed. That was like my jam. I know a lot of people got into the series just after that with like Underground or whatever it was. Once it sort of became about like tuner culture. And and that sort of thing, but I was more into driving exotic supercars in exotic locations. That's what I liked. I enjoyed Hot Pursuit too, and then the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit reboot back in 2012, 2013, whatever that was. This guy behind me is getting impatient. He's just gonna have to wait. He hasn't blasted past me like many of the other cars though, so he at least has a bit more patience. And I guess what I was getting around to was that this game sort of reminds me of those old Need for Speed games. Because the location is beautiful, the cars are beautiful, and it's about the fantasy of owning these sports cars and supercars. Oh. Oh, that's too bad. Area unavailable. Okay. I guess I was wrong about that entire map being available. Maybe that's the entire map of the game. I have no idea. That's okay though. We'll just turn around and head back. You just set us on the road. Alright, heading back the other way. It's a slightly unfortunate wall there that suddenly puts you up against invisibly. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, I guess this is probably the entirety of the game. Maybe, I don't know. That's a pretty big map. It must be. But why don't we go back down this way where I said we weren't gonna go? Past the Tarn House. Or maybe we could head through the forest too. That might be nice. Don't want to really head back to the festival site because it's loud there. There's lots of cheering crowds and thumping bass. No, let's go this way. Let's go down past the Tarn House. So this is anyway, this is something that I'm really excited about because I haven't really played one of these sort of open world racing games for a while, and never with my wheel and pedals and shifter. Like I said, I picked those up used for Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I wouldn't have bought them if they hadn't been a good deal, but if you were to buy like a wheel and pedals and a shifter brand new, one of the newest models, they're really pricey. They're like $400, $500, $600 even just for kind of the Logitech branded one. It's like the G920, I think it is, or something like that. But this older model, whoa, that was a little close there, buddy. Dangerous. This older model, I got it used locally. Someone was just selling it on a used site. Oh. Now, maybe I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure I had the right of way there. No, I do not have the right of way here. I think that was a Lotus Evora that just drove past. Oh, you can look out the window there. Okay, well, I think we're all clear. Let's go. There are no signals. I can't use turn signals, which of course makes sense because this is a racing game and who cares, but whoa, guys. I feel like I should stay there and like give them my phone number as a witness. But no one really was hurt there probably, so we're just gonna let it go. I'm just trying to have a chill drive. These guys are all... Aha, there's a road racing circuit thing here. I don't know if it's going to automatically force me to do it if I go there. So maybe we should bypass it. Why don't we just back up here? I'm just afraid if I drive into it, it's gonna be like, hey, you gotta race. I don't really want to race. I just wanna. We're gonna take a little gravel path here. I'm keen to see what the roster, would you call it that? Anyway, how many cars this game has and what kinds it's got. Again, I'm not like a huge car guy, but my childhood growing up playing like the Need for Speed games has given me a certain amount of car lust, like a certain appreciation for high performance vehicles. So I do enjoy the fantasy of owning supercars in a video game, for sure. Oh, on the wrong side of the road again. What do you know? I feel like we're going back the way we came. Whoa, this guy. Did we miss a turnoff back there somewhere? No, we're doing okay. We'll just cut through here and then hang a right. Up to the Tarn House. Oh, we'll let that guy pass. We'll get back on the left side of the road where we belong. For good reason. Otherwise we would have been hit by that Nissan. It's so funny, I automatically reach for the turn signal. Because in Euro Truck Simulator, of course it's there. And when I'm driving in real life, of course it's there. But they don't have it here. Unfortunately. Lots of Lotuses on the roads. I haven't seen any supercars or hypercars. Probably because those are reserved until later. Oh, this is very pretty. Look at this. Lovely little lakeside community. Mercedes of some kind. I haven't a clue if we're going to get blocked going this way as well. It's entirely possible. But there's only one way to find out. Oh, look at sheep. Up in the pasture there. Let's risk a glance out the right window there. I'm going slow, it's not too risky. I can keep one hand on the wheel and the other on the mouse to look around. What would be really remarkable is this game in VR. I don't know if they plan or already maybe have VR support. But it would be such a good game for it. Driving games lend themselves to VR because you're in a seated position and it allows you to look around freely. You can shoulder check and all that. Enjoy the scenery. If this game is available in VR when I buy it, because I'm pretty sure I will, maybe I'll try recording a VR drive. If you guys would like. What do you think? Where I can look around freely. I think that would be fun. Let's downshift here to get up this hill. I like the sound of the rushing wind. I must say the performance has been really good. Like, shockingly good. Considering how beautiful this game is. I'm running it at 1440p, so it's 2560 by 1440. with all the settings on Ultra. So it's even higher than their Ultra preset, which leaves some settings just on high. So everything cranked up to Ultra. There are extreme settings for a few. Oh, why don't we pull in over here? This looks kind of nice. It's like a viewpoint. Maybe we can get a nice look at the lake here. Well, there's that terrible noise again. It's like it thinks I'm grinding my gears, but I'm not. Because I'm a neutral. Let's pop out to a different view here. There. Isn't that nice? Very idyllic. I love the hot air balloons in the sky up there. It's really picturesque. I also love when you're outside of the car, all the birds and wildlife you can hear. It's really nice. Yeah, 1440p ultra settings across the board, and I'm getting around 60 FPS. I wouldn't say it's locked at 60, but it's close. And I have a G-Sync monitor, so even when it's not, there's that grinding gears again, that grinding clutch or transmission. No, we want reverse. Even when it's not running at a locked 60, it's still pretty darn smooth for me, thanks to the G-Sync. There we go. So I'm very happy with the performance of this game, which leads me to believe that it would probably be pretty good for VR. It would probably run pretty smoothly at slightly reduced settings. Alright, I think we're safe. Let's go. The thing with the VR headset, of course, is that it's rendering the game from two perspectives at the same time, so it doubles the load, more or less, in that sense. And the other thing is that you have to maintain at least 90 FPS for the motion to be smooth enough to not give you motion sickness when you're in the headset. So, wow. I feel like that was unnecessarily close. So, games in VR are very taxing, graphically taxing, take a lot of GPU strength. But this game seems very well optimized on PC, and so I bet I could do it with slightly reduced settings. But, like I said, I have no idea if it will be or is available for VR. What's this? Some people parked off to the side here. Why don't we check it out? It's like just like a little road trip. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, gotta stop doing that. Just revving way high in first gear there, sitting on the clutch. What do you think this is? Looks like a visitor center. Betcha it's a visitor center. Oh no, it's like ice cream maybe. It's a cafe. Let's take a look at the map here. I see. We just jumped onto this road. We're almost back where we started, you know? But I'm kind of loath to end our little drive here. Because I'm really enjoying this. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun. Why don't we turn around and head back down this way? Maybe we'll end somewhere down here. This looks like a cute little village. Again, we'll stay away from that Horizon Festival site. Yes, turning radius is just tight enough. just go back out the way we came in, because that's how I know how to get out. I should really read up more on what this game is going to have. So I think it's going to have a like a semi-open world multiplayer thing where other players might appear in your game, but I don't know. Oh, wrong side of the road again. I remember many years ago playing Test Drive Unlimited 2. No, Test Drive Unlimited, the first one, took place on Oahu. That was the first semi-massively multiplayer driving game I ever played. You would do a thing where people would just sort of randomly pop in and out of your game. That was cool. So I think left here is where we started our little drive today. But let's just keep cruising this way. Horizon Festival to the left. Well, we don't really want to go there. And the whole premise of this game is that there's a never-ending crazy festival that goes on with just races forever, people driving their supercars, and it's a big deal. It's kind of an interesting, hilarious fantasy concept, but pretty house on the left there, eh? Oh, excuse me, sir. I believe that you just collided with me. He was trying to pass me, but he didn't quite make it past before he tried to merge back into the lane. And now he's like sheepishly hanging back there. Yeah, you should be ashamed. Crazy drivers. Is it always like this in England? I'd be curious to know. Like I said, I visited England, but I did not drive, but I didn't find the drivers to be particularly crazy, at least the ones that I saw. But maybe if I was driving, I would have felt differently, I don't know. One of the big selling points of this game, as I understand it, is the seasons. What does this say? Left to Ashbrook, straight forward to Broadway. Let's go to Broadway. It's a cool looking windmill up here. Big yellow field of what looks like maybe canola on the left there. Yeah, evidently this game will have all 4 seasons represented on this map. And both the scenery and the driving conditions will change substantially depending on the season you're in. I'm not sure what season. It's a really cool thing up there on the hill, eh? Can't really see it anymore, but there you go. Let's get back on the road. I think we're in summer, or maybe spring right now. I'd say spring would have a bit more rain, though. I think we're in summer. It is pretty green, though, so I'm not sure. Ah, here we are. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Broadway. Please drive carefully. Oh, we will. It's these other drivers that I'm worried about. Like that guy. Now, is that an Alfa Romeo, a 4C, or is that a Lotus? Like an Elise? They always look very similar to me from behind. I think that's a 4C, but I could totally be wrong. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Oh, are you just gonna take off? Is that what you're gonna do? These drivers. Can't believe it. That was an Evora that just drove past us there. Whoa! Okay, maybe we better get off the main road here. Let's see what's over here. This is very unsafe. I'm driving carefully. I'm obeying the sign. It's a quaint little village, isn't it? I love the detail on these houses. Like, they look really nice. Look at them. Lovely. Whoa, that was my bad. I am on the wrong side of the road. Staring out the window instead of looking at the road. I admit, it was entirely my fault. But no one here really seems to care too much, do they? Collisions come, collisions go. Nobody really raises a stink. Alright, let's take a look at this map. What do you say we head on down to the river? And maybe we end this drive down by the river. I bet you it's nice down there. Alright, let's do that. So we're going to want to head to the right. We'll wait for this car. Wait for... No, you can... Okay. Technically, I was at that stop sign first. I just get a kick out of trying to drive properly in a game that's all about driving real fast, breaking the law, traffic law, infractions, left, right, and center. Guys, that was the... I think they just hit each other again. I don't know how I feel about the AI drivers in this game. Look at this, is like a town square. I bet you these people are terrifying to watch. Let's take a look. Stop in the middle of the road. Oh, they're just hanging out. British youth being hooligans in the town square. They're not drinking though, so... Whoa, that... Oh my gosh, you guys, whoa. This is not a safe place. No wonder the sign asks people to drive carefully. This is a country full of maniacs. So, I've had fun with this ridiculous, somewhat peaceful experience. It was peaceful until the AI drivers got really aggressive. Oh, this is a roundabout. Well, we're just going straight through. Oopsie daisy. It was better in the countryside, wasn't it, guys? How close are we to that river? Oh, we're almost there. We'll stay away from the big villages if we do this again. But I've had fun with this. I don't know how relaxing it was for you, but I found it pretty chill, collisions aside. This guy's trying to pass. That's an Evora for sure. Okay, no. Oh my god. I'm going to die. Let me get out of here. It's all that guy's fault. That blue Evora. Whatever color it is. I'm colorblind, you know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please let me know. Because I would be very happy to do this again for you guys. I have had a lot of fun here, collisions notwithstanding, and I would be pleased to do it again. But I need to know if you found this relaxing in the least. And if you didn't, please feel free to say so. Because I totally understand if you didn't. But I wanted to experiment with something, try something a little different for a change. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Alright, my friends, thank you very much for watching. And I look very forward to having you back here again next time. Bye for now, guys.